So it's day 10 of the Advent season, and today our verse is going to come out of John 16, verses 33. And we got to remember whenever we read this is the last thing Jesus tells his disciples before Judas betrays him and he has to face his cross. So Jesus says this in verse 33. I have said these things to you, that in me you may find peace. In the world you will have tribulations, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Now, the biggest thing that speaks to me in this passage is that even though we suffer in this world, the tribulations, we find peace in Jesus. Jesus tells us that we will have suffering and temptation in the world that we live in. For example, it can come in forms of alcohol, drugs, sex, financial problems, a bad day, or even just a stressful moment in that bad day. We are all going to suffer at some point. But just like Jesus tells us, before he goes to face his cross, we must take heart and find peace in the one who has overcome the world. And let that sink in. Because the truth about it is even Jesus had to suffer. He suffered a fate worse than your wildest nightmare. But since he put his trust in God, he overcame that nightmare. And he allowed us to accept the same peace he found in his Father. So today, remember the sacrifice Jesus made for you and for me. Remember to find peace in him when things seem completely out of control. Today, I invite you to breathe. Take a moment and let God's peace enter you. I ask you to ask Jesus how to accept his peace. And what he does to answer you will change your life.